Hello everyone, Jack Strangford here. I'm finally back from my suspended leave. Now I won't go too much into detail about it today. You know, I'm doing an interview in a few weeks and I'll go more in depth with it then. But just know that the female student who made up the rumour about me has now been sent to jail. Okay, so it just goes to show you that even though the UK is going down the pan, not really helped by the fact that we've currently got a Tory majority in Parliament, at least there is some smack of justice in our legal system. So, you know, enjoy that whilst it lasts, I say. Anyway, yeah, I've got you in over the summer today, even though they'll probably put this up over during term time to cover that up. Because this is the kind of sacrifice that we must make as filmmakers, okay? Sometimes a 9-week holiday must become an 8-week and 6-day holiday instead. Okay? Now I want to talk to you today about acting. And I know what you're saying, oh, acting? Hang on a minute, Jack, you're off your rocker. We're media students, we want to learn about the behind the camera roles, if anything. Yeah? Well, I will teach you about the behind the camera roles, but I feel like it's important for you to learn about acting as well. Because, you know, you lot are all students, okay? Which means you're probably not going to be able to pay your actors, but also you live in Shropshire, which means you definitely can't afford to pay your actors. So yeah, you'll get this ridiculous situation happening where you'll plan to film your video, you spend months planning your video, and then the day will come to film the video, you'll arrange to meet the actors somewhere, and then they don't show up. You know, what's going on there? And then, you know, so you have to keep rebooking and rebooking and rebooking, and then, you know, and the actors keep not showing up. So eventually you've got to make a shitty little Ty Cruz Break Your Heart music video, which is light years away from what you originally planned to make, but hey, it's far too late in the college year now to do anything else. Yeah, so to prepare you for whenever scenarios like that might happen, so that, you know, instead of it being like, oh, well, we can't film the video now, can we? You can be like, oh, hang on a minute, yes we can, because I've got some acting skills, so problem solved. So yeah. Now the important thing to realise about acting is that you can do both too little but also too much, and it's very much the latter that I want to focus on first, because overacting is something that you must never do under any circumstance. Okay, so let's say you've become a famous actor at last, okay, and you think to yourself, this is great, but I've never been nominated for an Oscar, you know. So you think, maybe if I try a bit harder, I'll win one. So, you know, you'll go into your next acting role, and, you know, you're putting some overacting, thinking, yeah, this is going brilliant. Turns out, never mind the Oscars, it's the Razzie Awards that you end up winning, and that's very much how they get you. So yeah, but then again, having said that, Nicolas Cage has won an Oscar, so I don't know what to think about that. Anyway, yeah, here's an example of overacting. Yes! I've won the lottery! Yes, I don't have to stay here teaching these horrible brats anymore! I'm so excited! I've won £3.5 million. £3 million, 50p. I can't believe. Does anyone want to give that a go? No? Camera shy, so they're in the wrong industry. Get out! Yeah, so I think we can all see where I went wrong there. Anyway, let's have a look at underacting now. Now, underacting is also something that you must never do under any circumstances. And I think the problem with underacting is it's a lot more tempting to do than overacting, because with underacting you don't have to put in any exercise, and that's very appealing if, like me, you gave up on exercise as soon as you didn't have to do PE anymore. Ugh, pardon me. But yeah, so the urge to underact is probably a lot stronger than the need to overact. But yeah, if you underact, you'll probably become a failed actor. And we all know what happens to failed actors, don't we? That's right, they become drama teachers. There. Yeah, so here's an example of underacting now. Oi, Julie, you owe me £5, you fucking slag! Exclamation point. So yeah, that was an example of underacting. As you can see, I ruined the shot by, and probably the whole film, by just not giving a shit, basically. I didn't care about my actor, about my character. I didn't care about the script. I didn't care about anything. And you could see that in my performance. I cared so little about my role that I was saying the punctuation, for fuck's sake. And yeah, so now we've covered overacting and underacting. Another important thing with acting is to make sure you get the accent right, or the impression, right? So let's just say, for argument's sake, that you get the role of, off the top of my head, Christopher Walken in a story about his, in like a biopic about his life. So you've got that role, There's absolutely no point in going up in the first filming day. You go into the studio, action, and you go, I am a Barbie girl in Barbie world. Because if you do that, you get laughed at in the studio. And frankly, the people who hired you for doing a shit impression like that, they should be fired as well. So, make sure you get it right, basically. And another important thing is to make sure you get your lines right. For example, the Dr. And had to learn a 6 or 7 page script for this video. Oh, what's that? You don't believe me? Well, hang on a minute, what's all this? Ridiculous. So, but you've got to make sure you do it without the script, okay? Because it's very easy for the Dr. And, because the script's right over there. He's probably reading it, between, when he forgets his lines. But, you've got to make sure you haven't got the script, okay? You've got to learn the words. So that's important. Yeah, another sacrifice is to make sure that you... Another thing with acting is that you've got to, as I said before, you've got to make sacrifices. Okay, hence the beard. I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, come on, Jack, where's the chin curtain? We missed the Abraham Lincoln thing. Well, so do I. Yeah, but I'm appearing in a student film in a few weeks' time, so look out for me there. And this is what I mean. I've changed my physical appearance, basically, in order to appear in this thing. I've got a bit of a neck beard as well, so that's why I'm itching. So I think that's everything. Just check my lesson notes here. I think that's everything. So thanks for coming along today, everyone. I know that for some of you it's very hard to get out of bed before 5 p.m. on a day when you don't have to do anything, but I'm glad to see that each one of you has managed it today. So thanks a lot. Just one more thing before we wrap it up. Now, I have got a Facebook page now. It's official. The thing is, I'm on 1 like at the moment, and I think, considering the fact that I'm the 2nd best college teacher in the whole of the UK and the 3rd best in all of Europe, I think we can do a bit better than 1 like, don't you? So come on, get on there. The link will be in the description. Yeah, the description bar. The camera guy says this is going on YouTube, so Yeah, it'll be on there, it'll be in the description bar, or for the students behind the camera, that's facebook.com/strangjackford. Okay? Right, so yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so see you again. Hopefully I'll be back in a few weeks' time for the start of the college year, so I hope to see you all then. Cheers.